Welcome back to Simply Crochet. I'm just doing a follow-up video. Hopefully I can make this short on how to weave in your ends, since I just recently did a video on changing the yarns on the row. As you can see here, we have the ends of our color changes, and I am only going to show you my suggestions, what I normally do, recommendations. However, there are many videos out there with different ideas on how to weave the ends. So as you can see, the color change here, what I normally do here is I will tie a knot to secure these ends like this. So I double knot it. And again, everyone does their weaves in differently, but this is how I do it. So I will knot those two colors like this, and that's how I would do it. Then I would do is I would take my yarn and I would do a trim on the edges of my project. If it's a scarf, an afghan, any type of that. Of course, if it's a sweater or any type of clothing, you would not be able to do this type of trim. You know, it just depends on your project. So I would do is I would do a trim along the edge. And you can begin with a single crochet trim. What I did here is I just did a couple rows of single crochet, and as you can see on the edging, you really can't see those ends. And remember, you knotted these together and you just did a trim around them. So at this point, what you do is you would just cut these at this point. You don't have to continue, you know, a long ways. They're knotted, so a couple inches, 2 or 3 inches, and then you would cut those ends off at that point. And that's how you would hide those ends on around your project. Now, another way that some people do is you can knot these. Again, I'd like to knot them. It really helps with securing your ends. So you would just knot that, and then you would take your needle here, and there's different ways you can hide your stitches, but this is another way you can do it. Is you could just weave these in, the ends in. I like to zigzag them in, and you don't have to go too far, but you can just go like that. And then you want to stay within the color, of course, so you do the green on the green, and then the other, I mean not green, but whatever color. Another tip is I like to go within the yarn in the weave itself, just to really secure it. But I wouldn't do this one right here. I would go into the next one, and I'm going to separate those yarns like that. And that really gives a secure, so you can just go right in the middle of those yarns. And then you would just do that, would really secure it. If you want to do it a third time, it's up to you. A couple times is good. And then you would just, again, then you would just snip that end off of there. And you would do the same with the opposite color. Make sure that you're going in this way, weaving it in, you know, depending on the row. So that is that way. Those are the two ways I do hiding my change colors. So just wanted to give you that quick tip. I hope you enjoyed this pattern, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.